Hey everybody, today's video lesson is going to be on making titles. I'm going to show you how to make titles in Adobe Premiere. So first we're going to go up here and we're going to do the drop down menu. Of course we're going to click on title and then we go to new title and we're going to choose the first one, default still. Click on that and then it's going to ask you to name it. You can leave a title too, or sometimes it's better to organize it. Like what kind of title are you making? I'm making my opening title. So now a new window comes up. And this is a new window. It's just called the title tool, which helps you create titles. And you can do it all in this one screen. There's only a few buttons to pay attention to, so let's go over here and you're going to click on this called the type tool. This is simply, like in Word, is your text box. I'm creating a text box, okay? And now I can type my title in here. Alright, now I've got a title, but does it look good? No. We're designing still. So all we did was type, but now we've got to start to design. Okay? So first thing we should do is titles should always be centered. So we come up here and these icons are very familiar. Right, left justified, or center. Center everything. Everything should get centered. Okay? Now, what's the next thing we should do? Well, I can't really read it that well. It should be more prominent. So let's make the font bigger, taking up the whole screen. So I go over here, and if I mouse click to the left, I make it smaller. You see the font numbers go smaller. If I mouse click to the right, I'm increasing the font size. So we want it to be readable, and we want it to take up the whole screen. Okay? Now from there, I'm going to show you one more button on this side, which is called the selection tool. The selection tool will allow you to move your text box around. So I'm going to center it. Okay? Now, we're not done yet. I don't think this looks really good yet. We can do better. So I'm going to select the text box, and now I'm going to choose a font. So if I go over here, I can choose a font. And I can pick what kind of font I like, and it should be bold and readable, okay? And kind of match the mood of your story. So as I'm scrolling through, I can find something that I like. Let's try this one, okay? But it's too big, right? I lost some of my words. So I go back and I shrink the font down. And look at what happens. Bam. More of the rest of the title comes back. Now I can also size things too. Just by hitting enter, I can put this on a separate line. Now each word is on a separate line. I can make the font smaller. Or I can go back to my selection tool and I can make this text box bigger, and we can make the whole font bigger like that. And now I can move my text box. Now it's prominent right in the middle. Now it's starting to look kind of good, but let's put in some color. So let's go down here to fill type, and it defaults to white, but if I click on this rectangle, I can get any color I want from any palette. If you use the bar, the palette changes colors, and you can choose a specific color. If I'm feeling pink, I can choose pink. I can go anywhere between, now if I click in the palette, I can go between dark pink, like a magenta, or a bright pink, or a white. If I wanted white, I could still go white. If I want black, I can still go black, but I'm going to pick like a bright pink. So wherever that circle is, it's going to take that exact color. I press OK. There you go. I just changed colors. By the way, I can actually change colors for each one. If I highlight the word excellent, I can do a different color. Maybe I do the color blue there. And I can do different colors as well too. Now, how do I save this title? All I have to do is X out. And it saves it. Where do you think it saves? Bam. There it is in my bin. It's right there. So if I want to use it, I can use it in two different ways. Okay, how do I drag it in here? Well, if I drag it in and I want to put it at the beginning, I can't. But all you have to do is press the button Control on your keyboard, and then you can drag it. And when you let go of your mouse, you see these teeth over here? That means it's pushing everything down to the right. Don't let go of Control, only the mouse, it pushes it down. There you go. You have a title, and you inserted it right before your video. Okay? So more advanced stuff to come, but that's your basics in making a title. Okay? Text box tool right here. Create a text box. Start typing. You can add, you can choose a different font on the right side here, and you can choose a different color on the right side here. Okay? I'll be back with more advanced stuff next time.